Okay, good evening all. Welcome to the August 20th, 2024 Architectural Review Board meeting. We have two board members that are not present here tonight, and I would like to advise everybody that since only three board members are present, you need three votes to approve or disapprove any application. If you do not want to be heard tonight, you have to let us know before we hear your application. Anybody that does not want to be heard? Okay. Probably the minutes that you had, is that ready or don't do it? Don't do it? Okay. All right, so we have Beechwood, 7 Margarita. We have Beechwood, 50 Depot Road. We have 18 Hazelwood. No one's here for 18 Hazelwood. We have 161 Dune Road. And we have West Hampton Beach Real Estate, 7 Beach Lane. And they're not here yet. Are they coming? Okay. All right, let's start with 7 Beechwood LLC, 7 Margarita Court. This is for a 2-story, single-family dwelling, 6 bedrooms, 6.5 bathrooms, over a finished basement with a cellar entrance and an egress well, attached 2-car garage, fireplace, roofed over entry patio, in-ground swimming pool with a patio at grade and an enclosure fence, sanitary system, driveway, and landscaping. Hi, Paulina, how are you? Good. Okay. I believe, Dylan, you have the file there. If you could open that up to the elevations.
I'll take a second. So all of this is the.
This is lot 14.
Lot 14.
All right. Can you tell us about the application?
This is a two-story single-family dwelling. Bedrooms, bath, finished basement. We have an attached 2-car garage, fireplace, roof over porch, and an in-ground swimming pool with patio upgrade and a enclosure fence, driveway, landscaping, and sanitary system. So just starting from the top down on the house, the roofing material is Camco architectural shingle or equivalent, and the color will be Virginia slate. The siding material, it's combination, mostly Waxo. Roofing.
Okay.
They're also in your packet too that I handed out.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Can you get catch up with you?
No problem.
Oh, there it is.
Siding is mostly Waska single color cedar shake, and it's using eco bleach, which is this color. There is on the diamonds at the top of the 3 peaks. There will be party panel there, which will be white.
All 3 of them on the front elevation.
Correct, yeah. The trim will be a PVC AZAC or equivalent, all white. The window styles will be Anderson 400 series casement windows with a modified colonial. I know in the rendering it's a little hard to see, but I do have within the package. Yeah, it's 6/1. Not it's not 100% equal. It's more bigger picture on the bottom. Um, windows will also be white. The front door will be a 12 light with a solid panel on the bottom, with two side lights, one on each side. That will also be white. The rear door will be an Anderson 400 series sliding glass door, that will also be white. And the other any exterior doors will be white. Columns will be a square column. They will also be white, made out of a PVC material. The garage door will also be a white garage door. It will be American traditional series. There will be the front porch will have thin brick veneer around, and then the rest of the exposed foundation will be white. Let me go through like the landscaping and the fencing.
House itself. Like,
No.
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 All right, so let's move to the site plan, the landscaping plan.
I have a question. What's the high ornamental picket fence, the code? Where is that? I mean, that's,
That is gonna be, turn to the landscape plan that I have. That will run along the front where the fences are. So it's the back of the house, but where you would see the front of the fence. So front of the house, correct. Yep, and then the other three sides beyond that, the sides and the rear, those will be, deer fencing. It's, 4-inch wire mesh with 1.5 pipes.
It says 4 foot high black vinyl. Is it?
that's,
Yeah,
On the bottom,
yeah,
Okay.
it'll go around.
okay.
Um, and then you'll have one gate also, towards the front on the, ornamental fence.
So out front, you have 3 trees along the property line.
So those 3 trees are gonna be a mix of sweet gum, October glory, and October glory maples. Then you'll have the western arborvitaes that will line the fence, the sides behind the house and then the rear. Around the pool equipment, you'll have shamrock holly, and the foundation plantings will be a mixture of redbuds, hollies, bayberries, inkberries, boxwoods, and sea green junipers.
wire fence is in the back, right? Where the trees are?
Yes.
Is it inside the trees or outside?
It's outside the trees.
Way those are inside, right? The fence?
Well, since it's the
It's happening with the,
community,
yeah,
all the houses are the
they're
same.
all sharing the fence.
Yeah, so we have every house has the
Backing up to this, it's up to backing up to lot 13 and 15.
Okay.
so that's why every
Okay.
All right, any questions on the landscaping?
Nope.
One thing on the rear elevation, there's a steps down in the back. Is that like an egress out of a basement? Is that fence also like a PVC or like this fence right here?
yes, yeah. So that's gonna be if you look at this. So on this, it's here. Then if you look at this angle, yeah, that's gonna be, egress to the basement.
Okay,
So yeah, this will be a PVC
okay,
fence.
white,
Yes.
okay.
The code.
Ready. Other questions? Can we get a motion?
I'll make the motion.
We have a second?
I'll second it.
Those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Ready, thank you. All right, so if we can move on to question in the back? Okay. Beechwood West Hampton LLC, 50 Depot Road, 4 and 6 foot PVC fence along side and rear property lines and a black aluminum enclosure fence around the swimming pool. So let's just get back to the map.
GM Petro, attorney for the applicant, 200 Robbins Lane, Suite C1, Jericho, New York, 11753.
Why don't you tell us about the application? I think I have one question.
Sure. So originally, this house, was approved, this permit was approved with, the wire meshing fence that we was previously discussed. And, excuse me, and they decided that they wanted to, put PVC instead of the wire meshing fence, just to give it a little privacy on this lot. So it's, we,
Do you have some what it looks like?
yes. Very clean, just the caps have a little detail on them, 6 foot where it's permitted, house, and then 4 foot running from the property line. The line of the house, um, and then the chain link fence, will be, sorry, not chain link fence, the estate style fence, will be surrounding the pool per code.
So this is going around the property?
Yes, so that's the 4 foot. I know it's hard to tell on the picture, but that's the 4 foot.
Side of the property. It doesn't look like a,
Yeah, so that's gonna run through, the 4 foot will run up to where it's permitted, yeah, the front of the house. The 6 foot, yeah, will change. And it will meet the 7. Correct. Along lot, yes,
To the end of lot 11.
yes, because they,
So my question is, what happens where it joins up with lot 10 and 11 to Depot Road?
lot 10 does have, a fence here.
Same kind of fence.
Yeah, it's a white PVC. We're
Yeah,
just
match up.
that-
Same style.
Okay, that was my question.
Yeah, we're just,
I'm just concerned what happens
yeah,
from that intersection to the road.
yeah, instead of having 2 fences back to back,
No,
we
okay.
just-
white fence. A lot of white fence.
Yeah, is the fence running to the road? It's running to, from the house to the road?
So the
It's not,
4
doesn't
foot,
start at the
the
house.
4 that's 4 foot per the code, and then it'll come back to this. There will be landscaping. We're just interchanging the,
Fence or?
Yeah.
So you're just not looking at a wall of white?
So the landscaping will also be
the landscaping,
along the lot 10.
whatever we had previously, that landscape plan isn't changing. It's just swapping out the material for that.
Just not looking at this white thing that looks like.
Any questions?
No.
Dawn,
No.
can we get a motion to approve this application?
Make the motion?
We have a second?
Approved, second.
Those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, thank you. Thanks for coming.
Thanks.
you.
See you again.
You too. But we didn't stamp the 7 Margarita. We'll do that after the meeting.
Sure, that's fine. You can do it now. if you want.
Well,
Okay,
I think we'll move it along.
you got it.
Okay, Tennyson Sea Escape LLC, 18 Hazelwood Avenue. No one's here for that application. We have Scott Etchell. Eichel. 161 Dune Road for a new landscape plan.
Hello, everyone.
Hello
How
there.
you doing?
I'm good. I'm Bruce Noggle. I'm the architect for this property. And this is Kellyanne
Hi.
and Chris from Warren's Nurseries. They're here to explain the landscape plan that they designed. It's all up to them. Come over here.
Kellyanne Dominic, Vicomine. Yes, I do.
Take one also if you have.
Okay, I do.
Her name just rolls up.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Anyone?
Okay,
Okay, so as far as explaining the plan on June,
just speak up a little bit.
would you like me to explain the plant material? Okay. On the east side, we have the Robusta junipers. And the reason why that was planned is because they are more upright. Okay, so they take up less space with the root ball because it's not a large section on that side.
You're saying on the east side.
On the east side, yes.
You can see where the property line is on the east side. Just on this plan, you just mark where.
I'll be able to see it. Your blue pen. Thank you. Nope. The outside of the pen's red though.
That's a-
So the
Thank you.
planting,
Tell me if you can see it.
I
Is
see a
this
blue,
yours?
I see a blue line, no.
is that the plantings on the property or somebody else's property? This here. Did we talk about this, I think, this one here?
That there is, it's on the property.
Is that their property?
No,
No, it's on the neighbor's property. And there's planting on the neighbor's property right now.
My question is the planting on your property?
No,
Or you're planting on the neighbor's property?
yes.
Okay,
Does the
And you have-
neighbor know that?
what's that?
Does the neighbor know that?
Yes, Mr. Eichel's spoken to them. Go ahead.
I think we would need something from the
Yeah.
neighbor
Yes.
saying.
Did we
that
have this
that's the pro-
discussion?
Yeah.
This was here before.
Would you like to come to my property?
Do some-
Yeah, we,
My problem.
no, but realistically, if if they're planning on somebody else's property, we can't say yay or nay unless the person you're planning on is here.
because they're not going to be like invading their part. They stay upright, they stay in place.
I just didn't see a property line there and I thought it was off the property.
I can't approve
And
planting on somebody else's property.
also the planting that is along Dune Road. What about
Get to
that?
there.
June is all hugging.
Okay, and that's off the property as well.
It's on the edge of the pavement, it
Yeah.
is.
They're in the zone of, off property, that band that's
But
between,
it's off property.
It's off the property.
yes,
So you're planting on village property?
yes.
Do we
Get
have permission
permission
from
for
the
that?
village? So we can, look, not to be obnoxious, but we got us planting on somebody else's property. You have us planting on village property without permission. Could you come back with all the permission correctly? And then would help us out a
Did you
lot.
speak to anyone at the building department? About, about planting off the property?
Yes.
And they said,
Permission.
okay,
It's not, we're not, we're saying yay or nay, but
Yeah,
seriously, you know, it's,
you're perfect. Say what you're. To postpone talking about the rest of the landscape.
you might as well go through the rest of the plantings that are on your property. I'm trying to be funny.
Yeah.
If you feel like me, yeah, just funny looking.
Okay,
Japanese Bengal.
I'm gonna ask you to speak up again, or take it in your hand.
On the east side of the property, we have a Japanese Zen garden, which will be done with natural crushed stone. And in that garden, there will be Hinoki cypress, there will be Korean boxwood, and there will also, let me see if I'm missing anything. Chris, you wanna? Yeah. So that is on, like I said, on the east side. And then if we want to go to the west side where that screening planting is, once again, that is Hollywood junipers. Okay, where we had a little bit more room, so we could use those.
Okay, so the ones that you're proposing for the west side are Hollywood junipers,
Yes, sir.
and the ones that you have on the village property are also Hollywood junipers.
big
Correct.
ones.
Go ahead.
And then also we have Nepeter in the west side garden, just to give a little bit of color. And then we also have, let me just see over here.
Grass, perennials, there's switchgrass.
Mhm.
uh,
We have switchgrass, Nepeter's, Walker's Low,
peanut.
Excuse me.
Yeah,
Mexican
okay.
feathergrass, and dwarf fountain grass as well.
You have a good assortment there.
And once again, these perennials were chosen because they don't get invasive, they're not out of control. They're more dwarf variety where they stay compact.
Okay,
Okay, on the sod lawn, we have a crepe myrtle, which will be the white variety, white flowers. And then we also have another one,
when
which
you say on
is,
the south lawn, this is the north side of the property.
She's talking about,
yes,
she said the sod one.
yeah, I was saying on the sod lawn, which is more towards the east side. I'm sorry, sir. I'm a little nervous.
No,
Nervous?
don't be.
Nervous. And then we also have another crepe myrtle, and what we're putting under that, once it's, between the proposed garage and the proposed house, yes. There is another crepe myrtle that matches, and underneath we are putting, lariape, which is another small grass. Like, it's really beautiful, like, very simple blue little flowers. Okay, so we had to be cognizant also, of course, about any deer as well, and they don't touch any of that. Let me just see what else.
Talked about all this.
Yes.
The beach grass and
Oh, okay. So it's not on here because when we did everything on paper to the size that you request, you don't see where the dune area is. And underneath that's where we have the native plant material. Okay, which will,
She means under the
yes, on the legends, on the last part of that, the dune area is going to have American beach grass, bayberry, and also switchgrass, all native,
switch.
and then
This
there
is-
as well.
this is beach grass.
I think you're done.
Is the,
So-
on the other side of the property, is that on the property, in your property,
Yes.
this here, on this side?
So all of the vegetation, the native planting that you're doing is beyond this,
Yes, sir.
Yes, that.
right? Right, but I mean, the drawing that we have doesn't show that. What's happening where the volleyball court is not gonna be. He has it crossed out. So what's happening there?
It's just sand.
What?
It's just the natural dune sand.
Sand?
Yeah.
Okay,
If you had been, I mean, I'm not saying you haven't been to the property, but it's a very large kind of sand kind of field.
I've been to the property, but not in the back.
Yeah.
So the proposed patio will just, the view will be sand
Right.
at that point.
Yes.
Not, no plantings or grasses
And-
around that
and
area.
to improve that view. we've
Yeah.
Done a fence around the pool area for the pool code.
Right,
It's a clear glass fence with no top rail. So
Yeah.
it's just literally glass. And a glass gate, so it's just all glass
Up to the house.
up to it. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Not fun to clean, but.
yeah.
With the salt.
Yeah,
All right,
so
so
we'll come back with.
if you can solve two questions, one with the neighbor, one with the village property. My understanding is you can't build on the village property. So if you can come back with those
Okay.
answers, okay?
And, do you think that it's necessary for the Warrens team to come back, or is it something I could present myself?
I think you could present it yourself. My question would be, assuming that the neighbor is gonna approve it, are you then gonna put these plantings that are on village property just inside you?
Yeah, they'll change the drawing.
In other words, they'll be running along this
Yeah.
north
Yes, sir.
property line on the inside.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
I think you could handle that.
thank you, thank you.
All right, so.
Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you. If we can get a motion to hold over this application to the next meeting, which is September 3rd.
Make the motion?
Thank you. We have a motion.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Those in favor, aye.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you all. If they don't show up, yes. I'm giving them an opportunity to still show up. Is that okay with everybody?
Yes, I'll go on record if they don't
All
show
right,
up
why don't
present
we
it.
do that? Let's get a motion on 18 Hazelwood.
I'll make the motion that 18 Hazelwood,
Hold it over.
hold it over until someone comes up and presents in front of us.
We have a second?
I'll second it.
Okay.
They sent an email.
Those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, we have a sign application for West Hampton Beach Real Estate LLC, 7 Beach Lane. This is for a ground sign, 7 Beach Lane. Good evening.
Hey there.
How are you?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ben Levine. I'm the general manager. And
Sorry, if you can get your name again.
yeah, Benjamin Levine, Levine. I might have a business card if you'd like.
I'll take it.
I know Jennifer.
Who's, uh-oh. Me too.
It's my daughter-in-law.
Oh, no way. Great. She's fast.
Thank you.
You want one as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have that.
If you could tell us about the application, Ben?
I'm not prepared to tell you about the application. I'm here to answer any questions you might have about the application.
Tell us what you're gonna stick in the ground. That's what he's saying. So,
Okay, sorry. We are putting a sign in the ground. I believe there's one that is 36 by 36, 17 inches off the ground. The other is 8.18 by 25, just under 26, and 10 inches across, or 10 inches.
Are you saying there's two signs?
There's a few proposed signs on the application. And I apologize, because I'm under the impression that I don't have the original application. I'm just here to answer any potential questions that you might have.
This is talking about it. This is talking
So
about,
what sign are we talking about? Ground sign, septic plan. Fantastic. So it'll be on the guest driveway.
this is advertised as a ground sign.
okay.
Where is the second sign?
I'm
Gonna be?
sorry, I misspoke. I just have a few different renderings on here, so I apologize. We're just looking at this one ground
I
sign.
want to know what you're doing and where.
Fantastic. We're putting up a 36 by 36 ground sign on the south side of the property, on the south entrance, which is the guest entrance. It'll be on the south corner of that drive as described in the photograph, both imposed on the land in front of the vegetation. It shows, again, where the sign doesn't exist and where it will, and what it currently looked like at the time of photograph.
Okay, so I'm looking at this photograph.
Yep.
And it's supposed to be 10 feet back from
From the street.
property.
Here's what we're looking at.
You're looking at the, okay, yep,
Right here.
fantastic. And does the property line start on which side of the sidewalk? The property line,
On the,
because I know that we maintain the grass on the
on
other.
the structure side of the property. What's your question?
I'm just asking on the property line, do you count that from the outside of the sidewalk on the grass we
No.
maintain? From the inside of the grass. So then I will, it's hard for me to see on this small printout, but something says 10.4 is what I'm seeing. Are you able to see that? Just below that
seeing-
dot?
I'm seeing on this plan,
Yep, minimum 10 foot back.
right,
Is that your notes?
no, that's probably from the.
This came from the building.
So then we will that's where it'll be.
Right,
10
so
feet
if
back.
this is the location, where is the sign?
It'll be 10 feet from the sidewalk. I guess
Right,
that's a
but-
scale.
Being all of this planting here,
Right.
I don't know how you can move it back.
Here's what the problem is. See this?
That looks like it's 5 feet. It needs to be 10
Well,
feet.
what Craig's saying is that, see this behind it?
Yep.
Is this sign you're gonna cut, is there a room enough from your property line to be 10 foot back to put the sign?
Yeah. I don't see why not.
We have to lose the tree.
You see the trees here?
I understand. I don't have to scale. I'm not, it's hard for me to see if this tree is 10 feet back, but if we butt it up, assuming the tree is 10 feet back or more than 10 feet back, one would assume it's okay to be in front of the tree, assuming the sign is 10 feet back. That's all we're really looking for, is 10 feet from a property line.
Sign facing the street? I can't orientate this sign to where the street is. This looks like it's facing,
The street diagonally.
It looks like
it looks like it's,
Is that
this
if you're
way.
entering?
it looks like it's.
If you're
perfect.
making a right into the property off of the lane.
You're turning into the road, is it? You're looking at the sign when you drive down Beach Lane, heading towards Rogers. Do you see the sign? It's not like this
Well,
way,
it's like diagonally.
this way? Because
I
when you
think
look at
that
it, it looks like
information-
it looks like it's going east-west.
How would you guys like it to?
How would you like it to be? Tell us what you want to do, but I think you need to show us where, this is a nice picture. And it's not showing the relationship of this sign to where this is the driveway?
How is it not? Yes, that's the driveway right there. Absolutely.
Where's
That's
the
corner.
property line?
Then it's where if you're telling me where the sidewalk is, then it's where the cement ends and the mulching begins.
Right, but again, the sign is east-west. It's not north-south. So do you want it to be north-south, which means when you're driving down Beach Lane, you look at your right window as you're heading towards the beach, you see the sign or you see the edge. Do you understand the way this is put in front of us, okay? So whoever did this for you is that you're telling us it should be, the village said it has to be set back 10 foot, right? But you look at this, there doesn't seem to be room for 10 feet because the trees got to
Potentially, I mean, I don't.
go. Well,
there's
but the problem is
There's
we
no
can't,
marking, there's no
we
measuring
can't
on that,
approve
so-
it.
For sure, I understand. So you need to know how far back that tree is, what the orientation of the sign would be, and those seem to be the two
And a
real,
picture, because
you need the
the
picture
way
to
I'm
be done,
looking at
marked off
this,
with some
it
footage.
doesn't seem like this sign can move further back without
Can I make a
moving.
phone call?
Are you gonna be able to show us anything?
Well, but I might be able to explain, I might know exactly how far the tree is from the property line, which would give us some sort of orientation and some sort of something to go off of versus just saying it doesn't look like. That's,
This is, the original question I had is, this is being advertised for a ground sign. Is this representing a second sign?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't
So-
have the answer to that question.
So I think it's better if you come back.
What's the smaller sign?
I think it says sign will be placed where sign in the photo is. So I think they're saying that this white sign will be where this coming soon sign is. I think that's what they're trying to say.
Well, if you look at it, but then the question becomes, is it
But that's
10?
not 10 feet.
That's not 10 foot. I know it's not 10 foot.
We know that's not 10 feet.
Because the side, I mean, it looks too close to the side.
And then have the sign going east-west instead of north-south.
Okay.
I would imagine that's what you'd want, or you'd want it at an angle so that people will see.
Either
where
the
it's
sign's gonna face Beach Lane.
I understand. It's either on parallel or perpendicular to the street.
Yeah.
Correct. Or a 45-degree angle, potentially. A lot of different, yeah. So you just want to know exactly what angle orientation will be to the street, and you'd like to confirm that it'll be 10 feet off the property line. Is that correct?
You could
They should depict it at
And
10
the
feet.
rendering must depict it at 10
Right,
feet.
because the sidewalk is
Finishing
here,
at 10 feet.
it's gotta be 10 feet from, wherever on the survey is the 10.
Who wrote this?
What you were approved for that's attached to us.
I do not have that answer for
What
you.
it says here, approved, right? See, this is by Brad Hammond, approved. It says 10-foot setback.
Okay.
And then what you were telling us, it's gonna be a single-sided 1/8 thick aluminum composite board with 1/4 inch thick raised black letters. Sign area is 9 square feet. And then 3 square feet wide aluminum posts, one sign. That's what we're talking about, right? And there's a 10-foot setback.
Yes, sir.
Problem we're having is that what you're giving us doesn't provide for a 10-foot setback.
So can we agree that it will be a 10-foot setback? Or
We
do you-
want to see it. I mean, you see where this coming soon sign is?
Yeah.
I mean, you're smiling, but
I mean, can you want to see it on a rendering on a piece of paper?
We have to because it goes into the records of the
Understood.
village.
Understood.
okay. And if this is the property line, you're saying where the sidewalk meets the mulch?
Uh-huh.
Okay, and if this is where the sign is gonna be, it's not 10 feet.
Okay.
It doesn't look like you may or may not have 10 feet.
Well, I guess we'll figure that out then.
Okay,
So
And-
you'd like a picture with like a tape measure on the ground lane, something to
nice.
that effect, showing a 10-foot mark.
or have this,
Team location.
maybe have this rendering done to scale rather than being what appears to be 5 feet.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and the second, if you're asking for a second sign,
I'll find out if we
where
are.
will it be?
I think they are.
I don't think we are. I'm not sure why that second.
I think they were just using it to
Dimension
show the
is-
orientation, the location.
But this
Oh,
one,
I'm just talking about this. I got thrown off by the second little rendering on this that I was sent in with.
well, you'd have
I
to put
don't know
the
if
second
that
sign in
second-
front of the.
Or the house maybe or something, or
That second sign represents the dimensions of the 7 Beach Lane.
the script potentially is what it is. Is that what it is? That might make sense.
I don't know.
How it's framed with inside the sign.
You to come back with me.
Oh gosh, that's
You have two different sets of
I'm
measurements.
not gonna give you a hard time, but
This isn't a hard time.
Uh,
I appreciate this.
Hey, what do you have? Two different sets of measurements. Of what is the questioning we're having? You have one here that's 36 inches, and you have another one right next to it is 25 inches. And that's why you were thinking there were two signs.
I think this is just showing the size of the letters as I look at it closer because it does call out lane. It's yes, I get a direct answer for you on that.
see if you can confirm that.
Would be my pleasure.
Otherwise, they could put this dimension right on
Within
here.
there would be a lot
and
more
take that out.
forward for everyone. I agree. Yes. That's all. Will I come back in 2 weeks?
Yeah.
On the second?
If you could get the, if you could submit it before, maybe we could take a look at it before.
You guys have a card? Or,
Card?
or does it go to, who does that go to? Okay, okay. What's your email, Carrie?
Usually, you would get a drawing of the sign, let's say it's placed this way.
Yeah.
This one, so that the notes in 10 feet. from the property. So
Mhm.
the height
Gotcha.
would know that.
And I'll just be on the schedule
thing.
basically for next week.
Same thing for
Or
gates,
no?
driveway gates have to be set back.
It's on my card.
Property, not the street. So they would show the gate.
Weeks, enjoy your Labor Day.
Okay.
Right? Okay,
So you
so
look at the plan.
we'll make a motion to hold over this application.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second it.
Those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so we can close the meeting,
Make the motion to close the meeting?
make motion to adjourn, second. Those in favor? Wait till she shuts.